So hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This depends on where you're watching from. My name is Zippy, Zippy the nurse on YouTube. If you're a new subscriber, I am a nurse by profession. And in this channel, we normally talk about, we started with matters, nursing, immigration, to look for better pastures, greener pastures and all that. We talk about nursing examination, but we've gone a notch higher, and like we have also started to include those people who are not nurses. So like right now we talk about everything and anything related to immigration. Like I show you my life as a new immigrant in a different country, in a different continent. And today I would like to say it's a new day that the Lord has made it for us. We should rejoice and be glad in it. It's been a while since I came live, and I decided, let me just come live today and see how you guys are doing. So if you're there, I can see we are 7 people right now. Oh, you're here already. Wyden Daniel. Hi Zippy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Daniel. Thank you so much. I've been okay. Just that life has been just up and down. Catherine Chepchumba. Hey girl, just saw you were live, then ukaponyoka. Because I was not ready. I was trying to set up my laptop and see if it's gonna work, but here we are. The network has not been like stable enough. Those people who were with me yesterday on live on TikTok realized that network is not yet stable. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but at least it's here. More green, Anam. Hi to you. So, guys, when we were live last time, there's somebody who asked about orientation, and in this case, Catherine Chepchumba, it's okay, yeah. There's somebody who had mentioned about orientation, and she wanted us to discuss. In this case, we're talking about orientation as a new immigrant from Kenya to here, and they were like, what are the challenges that you guys faced, or what are the challenges that you guys faced during orientation, during transition and all that? The first thing that for me I felt was a challenge is the dialect that people use here, because they use English, yes, but you find that because of the way they speak like very fast, English is their first language and they've been using English for the longest. So the way they speak, they speak very fast in such a way that some of the things that they teach you, you'll not understand, like you'll not hear what they're saying. So that was kind of one of the challenges that we faced. Another thing is conversion of money. Guys, when you, like, I also saw somebody sent me a message on my DM and they were like, okay, well, you're saying there's a lot of money, but do not convert it in Kenyan shillings, because the moment you convert it in Kenyan shillings, it's going to mess you up and you'll think that you're earning a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you're not earning anything. That is also a challenge because when you come here, maybe for example you go to a shop, like to a store, and you want to buy, let's give an example of a cabbage or even avocados. You find that back home avocados were very cheap. Even cabbages you can even get as cheap as 5 shillings, 5 Kenya shillings. But when you come here, you're like, hey, how do I buy a cabbage for 300 shillings? Like, surely, because you find that a cabbage is $3. $3, if you convert with 127, or even 130, how much is that? That's a lot of money. So conversion of money, like from dollars to Kenya shillings or to whichever currency that you're using, was kind of a challenge. But with time you get used, because you're earning in dollars. So even the bills are coming in dollars, even the taxes are coming in dollars. So whatever you're getting, do not convert it. Like, that's what we've learned along the way. Do not convert it, just let it stay in that whatever. Then somebody else, I hope I remember these messages, these questions of head, because getting them back, Wangani, it's a challenge. Somebody else was asking, how is preceptorship? Preceptorship, just like the way I've said before, everybody is normally different. Like, I may be different. I may be willing to teach or even to give an extra, to go an extra mile to give somebody information like what I know. And then somebody else might be just reserved. We are not all the same. You'll find a preceptor who is so willing to give out, like to give and give and give. Then you'll find a preceptor who is not willing to give and give and give. They are kind of reserved. They're not giving you the way you would think they would want you to give you. But then one thing for sure is, if somebody has gone to a level of being made a preceptor by the school, it means they're doing so well. So for me, I found a nice preceptor. I didn't have a challenge like the challenge, like I've told you before, like I've mentioned it right now. My challenge with my preceptor was when I start speaking English of the nose, I couldn't, like, I think I had a brain freeze. I couldn't understand what they were saying. But with time, like now, I can pick what they are saying. And then somebody else was saying, okay, there's something I mentioned last time and somebody corrected me. When you're in Florida, like the days you're not working, you don't get paid $20. You get paid $36. If you're working from home, you get paid that $6. What changes is the hours. Like you're supposed to earn 36 hours in a week, but in this case, you're working from home. So it goes down to 20 hours, but you're paid the same amount of money. I hope I've clarified that because somebody corrected me and told me that the other time I misled you guys. Forgive me for that. So let me come to the questions. But my mommy always calls me when I'm live. So let me go to the questions and see if I can get hello, how is life and weather? Where it's cold. You see what I'm wearing? It's cold. Like when I went to take kids in the school in the morning, guy, it was very cold. But right now it's a bit sunny. It's not as cold as it was in the morning. I think we are approaching it's fall season, but it's a very cold fall season. I think it's because of the rains that were there before. Mambo Zippy, poa sana Clement Abdallah Amira. Who is this? Al-salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Olabega. Olabenga Aina. Hi Zippy, hi too. Hey Zippy, good to see you. I heard that you can't book a flight that depart at night for an accompanied minor. How true is this? With which airline? I don't know, because for KQ I would have if I had, like, I would have done it. They had given me that option of the flight that comes from Kenya to and then lands in Florida, not Florida, in New York in the morning. So I don't know how true that is. But for KQ, whoever I spoke to on the phone, they told me I could have booked it, but for some reasons I didn't want that one. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true. So that one I can't tell you. Let me see if I can get the questions. So guys, if you have questions, maybe, I don't know, you can answer, you can ask, we see if we can tackle them. I think that's the one that I thought I should come and clarify. Joyce, I don't know about that one, please. I may not want to start telling you things about KQ and other Emirates and stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, somebody said we got paid full 32 per hour for work from home days, but the other days you get paid like a whole 36 hours. So what changes during orientation in Florida is the hours, it's not the amount of money that you paid. Somebody had mentioned that. Yeah. How tiresome are the shifts? Where they are tiresome. See, I told you guys the other time, like now I normally work 3 days in a week, but the last day you sleep the entire time. The whole day you sleep the entire day. Like, it's tiresome. I don't know for what reason. I think it's the food, because I would want to say that Africans, we have the best food because our food are organic. So I think because of our food that our bodies are used to, and then I don't know how these houses are built. I think it's a vacuum or something. Because when you're in the house, you don't even get enough that, I don't know. It's the same work that we used to do back home, but again, you get tired. That is something. You have to invest in a good shoe because you will walk. When on next I look for a Kenyan medtech lab technologist who used MedPro to get insights on the process for medtechs, then how long does it take for someone to get dates after CGFNS process? Dr. Odi, I will try looking for them, but I don't know. It's not everybody who is generous with information. So you approach somebody, you tell them, are you willing to come live and give us an information about this and this? They're like, yes. But then when you try getting them back, it becomes a hassle. So I may not promise 100% sure that I'll get them. The only person who is willing to come and talk to us about the process he used is not even a medic, because they are purely non-medic. They came with a student visa. They applied for a university here, I think University of Kentucky. If you're watching, you know I'm talking about you, because you promised you'll be with us one of these fine days. And then they applied for Empower. I don't know whether you guys know about Empower, because I learned about it just the other day. And then, yes, they are now successful here. And after they watched us the other day, like following us, now they're doing a course that is medical related. And yeah, so that one, at least, and as I'm later, and I can bring that person to talk to us because they are willing. But about medtech, I don't know. If you have somebody who you know, please, maybe you can inbox. We see if I approach them, they're gonna give us the feedback in terms of like what you're asking. But I cannot promise. Does titers cover all vaccines required by IOM? No, it's not all of them. And then titers is for you as the main applicant, for your children, for your husband. Oh yeah, let me talk about this. For titers, you do titers to check if you have are they antibodies or are they antigens, the ones that fight against infections for you. Like you have the soldiers, in a layman language, you have the soldiers in your body to fight against that disease. So and why do we do the titers? Especially for MedPro. MedPro, they normally want you to have it, but other agencies, I think it's not a must. So why we did, or during our time, why we did the titers is just to save you from the money that you're going to use during the vaccination period, like because it's expensive. So you find that if you're going to be charged, like around that time, they were charging us, was it 17,000 Kenyan shillings? So you find that if you're charged 17,000, and for you to get the vaccines, instead of getting all those vaccines to be expensive, so you find that you'd rather do the titers instead of doing the vaccines. But to answer your questions, does titers cover all vaccines required by IOM? It doesn't cover all of them. And the reason as to why you do titers is to check if you have the antibodies to fight against that particular disease. Like we used to do the titers for Guy. I've forgotten. I have so much things in my mind. I may have to not to investigate, look back in my documents and text you back. Can't remember. Are you allowed to put on Crocs during working hours? Do what makes you comfortable, because you can. There are some people, like something I've realized, by the way, here, they are not so strict about, they're not so strict, and don't quote me guys, but the place I am, they're not so strict about uniform. You see, like the way back home in Kenya, you find that a nurse in charge would be so concerned about how you're wearing. Oh, that thing is too tight. Oh, CG, what you're wearing is not pleasing. They are not so much concerned about what you do, as long as you do the right thing. So whatever you feel comfortable wearing, as long as it's aligned to the theme and the policy of the hospital, then well and good, that's fine. So if you want to put on Crocs, if they're comfortable for you, then that's good. Like in those Crocs, they will not be comfortable. Man, you walk, you become like a Johnny Walker. Hey. The other day I was telling somebody, when I was back home, I used to be like, me, I can't buy a shoe of, like, I don't want to say this, but I can't buy a shoe that is even 3,000, like 3,000 Kenyan shillings. How do you buy a shoes that is 3,000? But let me tell you, you have to invest in a good shoes. So if a Croc is gonna be fine for you, then well and good. But if it's not gonna be, I don't think you will manage with that Croc. You will need a good one. Or somebody has helped me. MMR, Hep B, and varicella. Yes, that's what you do for the Kennedy. There's somebody who has answered you down there. The titers are MMR, Hep B, and varicella. Plus, there are other things that you will need to do. So it will not cover all, because you have the flu vaccine that you need as well. Okay, some people say medical cost around 30K, others around 6K. Any information? This thing is individualized, because you have done all the titers or you have done all the vaccines, but when you go to IOM, they realize there's something that you missed out. So you're told, like, for you, your child will be given these and these, and then they will do these investigations, and then you yourself as an individual, as a applicant, the main applicant, you'll get this and this. So it becomes, for me, it becomes 30,000. Somebody else, it becomes 40,000. So it's individualized. It can never be the same. Maybe like a family of 3, maybe we are a family of 3 or we are a family of 4, and you're a family of 4, like we are just equal, but your fee might be different from mine. So it's individualized. Like during our time, the estimate that they were giving us, they were telling us around 60,000 per head. Yeah, 60,000 per head. But when we went there, like mine costed me about 30,000, I think 30,000, 32,000. I'll try check it out and show you guys. It is individualized. It can never be the same. It like keep Dr. Odi. It can be 30,000 for all of us, and it can be 60,000 for all of us. The only thing you have to know, it depends with your family. How big is your family, and what have you managed to give before you get to IOM? Because normally they advise you to make sure you have done all the vaccines and do all the required things before you get to IOM. Because happen that place is also something else. Do kids do titers as well? During our times, we didn't do, and I don't think they do. I don't, because they need vaccines anyway. They need vaccines. Like right now, like when we were waking up in the morning, right now it's 1:53 p.m. In the morning, it was very cold, and everybody was like, now it's a cold season. Like my kids were so cold, and they were like, "Hey, I feel like my throat. I feel like my what?" So you can imagine when they go to school, the flus here, they're not the same as the flus back home. I don't know, for some reason. You get a flu, you think you even have COVID, or you have whatever, I don't know. So you will need vaccines for sure for the kids, because they have not developed. Vaccines, it means you're just giving your body some boost in terms of immunity. So they have not developed fully. Like the kids have not developed fully. It's not like you. So for you, you just need titers, because at some point maybe you got syphilis. I'm not saying that you got syphilis, but at some point maybe you got those conditions and your body developed the antibodies to fight against that. So like your body has got that, it can protect itself from such kind of a thing. I'm just using syphilis as an example, don't quote me. So but for a child, there are so many conditions that, imagine a 5-year-old, how much conditions, how much diseases have they contracted during their lifespan. So they don't have enough they don't have enough they don't have enough immunity for themselves. That's why we end up giving them. You don't really necessarily need the titers for them. Still on vaccines, so would you advise someone to go to IOM first, be quoted on what you and your kids need and cost before you go for the actual appointment? No, when you're doing the appointment, they normally give you an estimate. You see, when you get your date, like today, assuming you've gotten your dates today, you will have to call IOM and book for a date. You see, so when you call them, they will tell you, you send us the letter for the appointment letter from the USIS. Is it USIS? Embassy. The one that you receive from embassy, they will tell you to send you your passport. They'll tell you to send you all the documents so that they can book you up. So when you're going for that day, they will tell you, this is the estimate of the amount of money that you're required. Maybe they'll tell you an estimate of 50,000. Maybe they'll tell you an estimate of 40,000. So what you do, just carry the 40,000 as a surplus, or just be ready with the money as a surplus, just in case you get there and you have fully done everything. Of course, you'll not use the 40,000. Maybe you'll use even 20,000, because like us, that's what we did. Hey, you'll have to use money up. Hakuna shortcut. Like you don't have a shortcut. What if one is relocating with one kid, 4 months old? Do you still give the vaccines? 4 months old? I don't think they give. They're under 5. That child is under 5 years. Like there is a video that I had done, guys. I may not remember all these things, surely all of them in my mind. There is a video that I had done about IOM immediately after I did my interview, like during that time, and I attached what is supposed to be given to who. You can check it out and maybe it will help you, because there's a document that I attached there on the thumbnail for you to see, because I might answer here and then start giving you stories at Java. I may not want to do that. I missed you. You've been checking here every time if you posted something. I've been busy, man. I've been busy. I don't know. For some reason, I was feeling like I'm giving up on YouTube. It's a lot of work anyway, but I'm not giving up. It's a lot of work, you guys. Hey, it's a lot of work anyway, but we are good. Despite all that, we are good. We are good, kabisa. I had not intended to come and stay here for long, guys. If you don't have questions, I think we can wrap up. When is the best time to do or start getting the vaccines? Is it when you become current? No, start doing them as early as possible, because they are expensive. The only thing, the funny thing about the good thing about these things, the only thing that has an expiry date is flu vaccine. Flu vaccine has an expiry date of 1 year. So as long as you finished your NCLEX and you've done your IELTS and then they filed your thing and you've become like case complete, what are you waiting for? At the end of the day, you will still land in America and you will need those things. So what you do, start maybe like the way I was telling somebody else the other day, just do it's maybe per month, just do one person per month, do one, maybe like your family of 4. So they say this month, because I'm the main applicant, just do for me, like for myself, Zippy, because I'm the main applicant. Then next month I do like 3 for another person. The other month I do like 3, because they keep on repeating. There are some you have to get up to 3 doses. There are some you get 2 doses each person. So it's going to be expensive for you. It will take toll on you when you receive those dates, when you become current and stuff. That's why people are running up and down looking for money during that time. Guys, I'm trying to tell you to be ready. Don't give up. Just be doing lives. Where YouTube is a lot of work. It's not like TikTok. Simply subscribe to TikTok. Just go and follow me on TikTok. We be doing live there. YouTube is a lot of work, man. Hey, hola, I didn't know. Now I know. When I was a child, I didn't know YouTube is a lot of work. Zippy, which vaccines? We are talking about Felista. We're talking about the vaccines that are required for you if you are an immigrant. I don't know whether you're on green card or whether you're a nurse, a medtech, CNA or something. But when you're coming here, there are some vaccinations that the US government normally requires you to have. Like they normally say US is a TB-free country. So they want to do an X-ray for you to know that you don't have opacity, no infiltrates, no nothing. Like your chest is clear, you don't have TB, for you to bring your TB here. So there are some investigations like they normally do at IOM. IOM wanga inaitwa International Out Immigration or something. That's a clinic that normally does, it's verified and certified by the US government to run those things. So those are the vaccines that we're talking about. Nani Felista. I hope I've answered you anyway. When it comes to other cell vaccine and you got the vaccine when you were a kid, do you require another one when traveling? That's why people do the titers now, because it will tell you if you need it or you don't need it. During orientation juu huwezi fanya extra shifts, but mtu anaweza tafuta kazi za nje. Like for me, I've been doing kazi za nje, that one you're talking about. I'm a nurse and I've been doing. Dr. Odi, this is to you. During orientation, I have never taken an extra. That's why I have not done that video about how much people earn when they are doing an extra shift at their workplace. Because remember, we talked about the video, we were saying money in, money out. We only talked about the 3 days in a week. You're allowed to work even as many as your days your body can hold. But during orientation, they can't give you a chance of taking an extra shift. So what you normally do, like for me here in North Carolina, I looked for, because you need some extra money. Maybe you had projects that were running and you're like, you need to finish them at a period of time, or maybe like you feel your money is not enough and stuff. So you look for an SNF, skilled nursing facility, and then of course you take extra shifts because you only work 3 days in a week. Then the rest you can maneuver around. I used to work 6 days in a week. Sahi hata nimepumzika, like I'm not doing them. I'm on a break for 1 month. I'll start doing those things in November. That's what I'm targeting. Because in November, December, these people call out sana. They don't want to work. So I'm like, I'm on a break. Then ikifika hiyo time, I'll start working like a kafuda of Kiria. So you can do it during extra. You can get those extra shifts in those extra places, not in your facility. Mambo yanachemka Senate. What is this Senate that people are talking about? I don't know. Wewe noni. What is this that people are talking? I don't know what is that. What is Senate? Nimeona place ingine bado watu wasema mambo yanachemka Senate. What's happening? I don't know what is that. Any info of traveling when pregnant and in case you deliver in your early days of placement, will you receive mat leave ama kunaenda aje? I'll answer this question in 2 perspectives. You can travel as long as you're not 36 months or 35. I think so. There's somebody who mentioned that. That one I've answered. There's somebody who mentioned that when we were still online. I didn't come when pregnant, so I don't know. And then I didn't have a friend who was pregnant, so I cannot tell that. But when you land here, if you're with MedPro, like my welcome guide is the person that MedPro normally gives you when you're going to a specific place, because of course they can't take you there. So they give you a welcome guide who has been there for some time. Like me, I'm already a welcome guide around here. I can show you around. So when you come, you can ask Medpo to give you Zippy, then as your welcome guide. Anyway, that aside. So they give you a welcome guide. Somebody there to pick you from the airport, take you to your hotel room, show you the hospital, like show you where you need to get what stores and stuff, take you out for something, vitu kama hizo. So my welcome guide came when she was paged, like when she was, of course I'm saying this because people you don't know, it's not like I'm breaching privacy or something. So she was given the maternity leave, but then again what will happen is your contract, the 3 months or the 2 months that you were on maternity leave or something, they will have to ongeza there, like you didn't work for us, so the contract still stands. So assuming you went for 3 months and your contract was supposed to end in May, so they will add the 3 months. Instead of ending it in May, it will end in, you add the 3 months. I hope I've answered you. Investigations done at IOM. Yes. Daniel, thank you for coming for my rescue. Hey, do you know a friend who started the process and then went to another country while they were waiting, when they waited for their dates to be current? So many. Like I almost also, this process, especially after you're done with NCLEX, you don't have patience. By the way, guys, I understand you. I also didn't have patience. But what you do, if you want to go like to UK, like that time, it was very easy to move from Kenya to UK. But then it got to a point, I think after the time that people did IELTS and then they failed so much, people are like, nurses don't know English and all that. So like the process kind of halted. Like it doesn't happen as fast as it used to be. So people can and people have been moving. If you've started the process, along the journey, you find that the US thing is taking long. You can go to New Zealand, you can go to Ireland, you can go to, as you still continue with your process. But you have to inform your agency. You have to inform your guide so that they will guide you and they will tell you, as long as when you get your dates, don't change the, like for example, when you are applying, you say that your embassy, you would want to be interviewed from Nairobi. So when you're moving from Nairobi, you're moving from Kenya to UK, there is also an embassy there. Don't change it. Just let it remain. So when you get the dates, you'll still fly back home. That's what they advised us. You'll still have to fly back home, do your interview, and then proceed to UK, to US. But now in this case, imagine the challenge normally was when you're moving to UK, maybe they will bond you for like 2 years. And then even before the 2 years elapses, you get the dates. So what are you going to do with the contract that you had started down there? I don't know. But people used to do it. People do it so many times. People do it. Okay, somebody else. At what's the limit for MedPro car loan? Nianze window shopping mapema. You can get up to 30,000 for MedPro. You get up to 30,000 USD for Advansho. But for AutoSource, I think I don't know. I think it's the same amount. I'll ask Maureen and tell you. I'll tap it down for you. Then can I do vaccine then titers? No, you can't. You will keep Jepchumba, send me that money. When you have a lot of money, aje wewe, can I do vaccine then titers? Because not sure if I got measles, mumps, and chickenpox. Now let me tell you, Jepchumba, if you do the titers, it is going to tell you that you don't need to be given the vaccines, or it will tell you you need, I'm using a layman's language, like it will literally show you that you need the vaccines or you don't need the vaccines. If it's positive, it means you're well, you're sorted. If your titers comes out positive, it means you don't need the vaccines. But if it comes out, like for me, mine hepatitis B was negative. So I had to get yes, my MMR, Hep B, and varicella. All the other ones turned positive, but the hepatitis B, it turned negative. It means I don't have enough antibodies. How much I had received all those vaccines when working in critical care, working in renal unit, working in as a student nurse or whatever. My body had not yet developed enough antibodies to fight against the hepatitis B. So if it's negative, you're gonna need it. But if it's positive, you don't need it. So when you do the titers, of course, it will tell you if you need the vaccines or not. So you don't need to. If you just do the titers, that's a green card for you. You don't need to do the vaccines. There's some comment that I've seen here that confused me. Mambo ya Gachagua ndo wewe, me I don't do politics, Aki. I'm so innocent in politics. Impeachment of the deputy president ndo inafanyika Senate. Guy, mumegusa mulima. Anyway, I don't know. Deputy president impeachment in the Senate is the story trending in Kenya. Oh yeah, I've been seeing that thing. Oh, Stephen Kahiu, how are you? Mambo, Zippy sasa. Poa sana Kahiu. Wewe, ni aje? Hi, Zippy. I meant maybe you highlight for us investigations which are done at IOM. They check, they do a physical examination. If you have cancer, if you have what, like physical, you strip naked, which wamnyama, you strip naked, and a doctor does. That's the first one that I'm remembering because it's kind of embarrassing. They do a physical examination. There is a chest X-ray. There is a blood sample that they get from you and your children. What were they for? I can't even remember. And then they also check the vaccine records to see if you had gotten all the vaccines required. In this case, did you get the hepatitis B, the 2 doses for the children? Did they get the varicella? Did they get the MMR? Did they get the Zileza Kepi? Were they Kepi vaccines or something? All those things. Those are the investigations that happen there. It's only that it's expensive because it's not a local clinic like si kama Kenyatta ama wapi kwingine. You strip naked. You wear that gown like you are mgonjwa because you are a patient. That is what I'm trying to say. Hi Zippy, I joined you yesterday for the first time. I learned about you on Monday through a nurse where you used to work. Have also been wanting to relocate to US and I'm researching about it. ACMK, I hope that nurse told you good things about me. I hope they didn't choma about me. Thank you. What's the difference between PD and case complete? Also, when does one get her PD? PD is priority date. Complete case is when you're documentarily complete. I am Zippy today. I'm starting my case. I have got like Essie. Let's give an example with Essie. Essie has come to Medpro and has told them, I want to become a nurse. I'm a nurse. I want to become a USRN. So they start the process. They tell you what you need. You need to send us your documents. We verify if you're a nurse in your country. That is one. So they go, they tell her at some point, send us your documents, send us your birth certificate, send us your like all the documents that we need. And then let's do an NCLEX exam. She passes the NCLEX with the first time. Hey, congratulations. Then we go to the IELTS. She passes her IELTS. That's a good trial. Then we go. She sends her marriage certificate, either divorce papers, all the papers that are required, the legal documents. Then she has done, like she's complete. That is, she has become documentarily complete. Like she has nothing else that she's being asked by the agency to send. Like even the lawyers, the companies that does the verification of documents, like everything is done. So she's complete case. Like she's documentary. All your documents have been verified and they've seen that you qualify to work as a nurse in the United States or to work as a lab tech or to as whoever you coming here. But then during the process, there's a time they told you we need to file for your I-140, like that petition of I-140. In short, they're trying to ask the government to give you permission to come and work here on a permanent basis, like work here, like stay here forever. I-140. So the day they filed for your I-140, I hope I didn't confuse you. So the day they filed for your I-140 is your priority date. So it's like this. When we were doing the KP vaccines, there's a way we used to say first come, first, like in, out, first in, first out. So whoever came in, that is a priority date. So we are so many of us here lining up, but you came in, like you went to the government and told them, hey, I'm here. I want to work as a nurse in the United States. Can you file for me I-140? You're the first one. But Zippy is here. I've come second. So at this time, nimesema pia mimi I want to work as a nurse in the United States. This is my PD. So yours is ahead of mine. And then at some point, you delay for some reason. So you you delay in sending some documents for some reason. And then the person, like now Zippy comes ahead of you. So your PD was ahead of me, but at some point, like nilikupita, I don't know how to explain. So your PD will be ahead of me. So however much we are on the queue waiting, you realize that I was complete case before you because nilikupita at some point, but because your PD was ahead of mine, like priority date, the date they applied and for your guys, am I explaining the right way? So PD is your priority date when your I-140 was filed, but complete case is when you finished sending all your documents and submitting them, like everything. I hope I've explained the way it's supposed to be. Let me sip my coffee. I'm a health record person, and can you check for us if there's an agent who takes our profession? Oh, okay. I will try, but I don't know. Mpaka department and a strip naked. Mpaka dependent. Yeah, it's all of you. It's all of you. I think I missed out these questions. Hi Zippy. Okay, I've answered you. What is the difference between PD when one does when you get your PD when they're applying for you, when they're petitioning for you your I-140? Okay, I hope I've explained to you in the nice way. Yes, you strip naked, but of course you will not be naked as per se. They will give you a gown, the patient's gown, and they will do your chest X-ray. I remember, like, during our time, there's some people who had big nipples. So I'm not being vulgar. So what happens is when they're doing the chest X-ray, if you're an X-ray guy, you will understand what I'm saying. So when they're doing the chest X-ray for you, they see the thing as is an opacity in the lungs, and you know they are very sensitive. So somebody was telling us, imagine they had even to strap my thing because they thought I have some opacities. It's normally an embarrassing moment for like 5 minutes, but anyway, yeah, it's true. You're like, they tell you, can you strip naked? You're like, huh? Yo, what are you saying? Can one apply for green card after signing contract? This is a controversy. I've seen so many people saying on TikTok you can't, others say you can. I don't know. Let me not delve into that because I don't know. I prefer doing all the vaccines for all of us, Haki, because kinaweza umana when it comes to titers. You can do titers for you and your hubby, and then for the children you just do the vaccines, because more often than not you have these antibodies, and then you find that there are some people who have insurances that can cater for the titers, but it can't cater for the vaccine. So the choice is yours. Yeah, kineza umana. Then I'm a health record person. I think I've seen that one. I'll check. Zippy, if I pass NCLEX, having paid everything for my own, what should I do? You look for an agency that can take you on board. MedPro does, OGP does. OGP is O'Grady Payton. I think Interstaff does. Westways also do. Like when you join an agency after you've done, there's some amount of money they pay you. Like they reimburse for the amount of money that you use. Also, you can look for a direct hire. Like you can apply online for those hospitals that can apply you can petition for you, like the way Nurse Judy did. If you follow Nurse Judy on Instagram, she explains very well how she did hers. Then what is this? If I'm a direct sponsored nurse, what should I do to get an agent after NCLEX? Sio wewe nimejibu, I think it's you. Just follow these things on YouTube. There are so many on how to get direct hires. Good things, of course. Actually, I know you from the place I'm working. I know you very well. Good things. Thank you. So how do they check if you receive the KP? Not for you, for your children. So you have that booklet. Guys, if you're a new follower, go and check that video that I was showing you. Those books, if you have a child, you know that you have the vaccine booklets that we got when you got your child. So see, they normally record for you what they got at 0 month, the BCG, the what. That is what we are talking about. Ama hiyo si kepi, ama mimi ndo najichanganya. Yes, that's the kepi thing. But for you, of course, you don't have that. Kama mimi nilizaliwa 19 Kagogo, how do I get those things? So for me, I had to do the titers. I don't have it anyway. I don't even have. My mom didn't even know where that thing is. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they can't. You're too old enough to have that thing, to have that book. So what you do, for me, I prefer doing the titers, and it saved me some coins because my hepatitis B was negative. So I only had to do the hepatitis B vaccine, which was, I think, 2 doses. So it was not expensive for me. And then again, during that time, NHIF used to be, we were under comprehensive cover, NHIF. So I used my NHIF cover, so it was not that expensive for me. But for the children, we had to do the vaccines, like real ones. How do they check? How was your NCLEX exam? It was normal. Unasikianga normal, eh? I did twice. I have said that before. I did the first time, it is shut down at 75. And remember, there was that me that when it shuts at 75, you're very bright. So I was like, wait a minute. Allah. Kumbe mi wanga chopi where, my friend. That mail was not even working. Kumbe the computer, that what is this person doing here? What are you doing? Get out of here. And it shut me out. So when it shut, I was like, yeah, nimepita, like I've passed. Where we're going to the room to do that check. Sijui ilikuwa inaitwa aje. The one that we use to check Pearson View to see if you've passed. The computer trick. Hey, guy. I almost got palpitations during the SVT ama what was that? Like I panicked, man. Coming back to Kenya, I was like, so what are these? But now the second time I was so serious because I think the first time I was not serious. The second time, me, I did the whole NCLEX generation. The second time was serious. I had to give it time. Like I had to give that NCLEX thing time. Mtu ananijua hiyo time, you would see that I was always on the phone, like people are talking to me, hey, we had to. I have talked about that in the other video. So apart from the mentioned documents, what other documents do you need after I-140 is filed? What mentioned documents are you talking about, Imani? There are so many documents that you need to. You need your birth certificate, you need your marriage if you're married, divorce if you're divorced, you need all the documents for your children, you need nursing documents. Aki, I had done that video. You want me to have a brain freeze again? Requirements za shule za kids from Kenya to US, what's needed? I think for the high schoolers, you see, my kids are just in these middle, like one is in middle class and the other one middle school. So I told you guys schools are here are different. Like for me, what was like, I thought they would be in the same school. And then when I came here, they were like, no, they can't be in the same school. Everybody's in a different school. Now I'm like, what are these? Back home, I used to know that they will take one bus to Nairobi Primary and that's it. I mean, they just go to school one bus and then they come back to school with a one bus. But in this case, if a child is between 3 years, I think they take from 3 years, 3 years to about 10 years. That is elementary, whatever, kindergarten, I don't know. That's the lower primary. Then from grade 6 up to high school now, they're in the same school. So my child, one of them, the bigger one, is in middle school and they didn't require so much apart from the vaccination records and all that physical examination they were done from the school. The same case applies to this one, the young one. But if you are a high schooler, I think they need transcripts. My friend was telling me they were asked for transcripts from the previous school. So just get the transcript when you're transferring, ask them for clearance and the transcripts from their current school in Kenya for you to transfer. Hi, how is the USA? USA is superb. It's good. Hi, Zippy. I hope you're well and safe. Nice to see you after a long break. Manze, yeah, thank you. After relocating, Watoi should ingia after how long? Immediately or it's a process? It's not a process. If you come, like as we came when they were on summer holiday. Summer holiday, I think it's the longest. I have not yet gotten well versed with the system here. Maybe I'll be telling you along the way. But we came during, like, I came on May and they had just closed schools, like they were on holiday. So when they came back from school, like when they opened up school, that was in August 15th. That's when. But for me, before my children came, I had already like applied for them. So when they came, I just had to take them to school and that was it. So it's not a complicated thing. It's not complicated. That's what I would say. After relocating, so it can be as soon as possible, as long as they are not on break. I've watched like six clips of you as such a humble person and real. Keep helping us. I thought that's what you said, and God bless you. Thank you so much, Essie. At what age do kids start school in the USA? Wageshi, will you remember? I don't know. I think it's 4 years. My child is 6 years and she's in grade 1, the small one. Zippy, tulete nurses wa Arizona. Aki, people are just, let me tell you something, Joyce. You ask somebody if they are willing to come to YouTube and talk to people, and then they're like, hey, mimi nionekane kwa TV, mimi nionekane kwa video. Hapana. So I don't know if I'll be able to get the people who are willing to share, then they are also busy. Hey, so I don't know. I will try and get them. There's one nurse who has promised to give us the info. She's in Maryland, Virginia. I don't know, but we'll try. We'll keep on trying. We won't give up. Ndio maana hata mimi nilikuwa na give up na hii kitu. Anyway, my son is doing nursing at KMTC. That's why I'm very curious. Oh, wow, that's good. Hello, Zippy. How long does it take ETA from ETA? 1989. I can't even tell what is that. Hi, Zippy. Ile siku you will know CNA from Kenya wameanza kuingia kutoka Kenya. Please let me know. Let me show you a message. And it's bad to show you these things, but let me show you this. You know, people have been saying at that story of MedPro is a lie. Let me show you. I hope I get it. It's in my gallery. I don't know whether you'll be able to read it. That one. Yo. For you to know that it's real, those people are there, by the way, and they are coming. Do you see this is MedPro? I don't know whether you can see it, guys. Do you see this is MedPro? Huh? This is MedPro. Kwani hii camera ikoaje? Anyway, MedPro, they have successful candidates who are CNAs who has let me just read for you. Congratulations. Hi, blah, blah, blah. Let's say this is Zippy, who is a CNA. Congratulations on making it to the next step in your deployment to the United States. That's a CNA. As we prepare you for this exciting and important step in your journey to your American dream, our team would like to make sure we take your time to understand your housing needs. Once you have successfully completed your embassy interview, a relocation guide will contact you to discuss and document your needs. Please take a moment to complete the linked housing survey prior to this call. They have already started talking about housing in America. So that tells you they have already successfully because I said this and people were like, no, you're lying. There's no thing like MedPro is taking people. They are taking people. Where if you stay there and then it will just pass you. Another person, this is another Medpronian. This message is a confirmation that your I-140 green card into brackets petition has been filed with the USIS with regular processing. If you have any questions about the further processing of your case or case status, please contact immigration team at medprostaffing.com. I'm not reading my own things. Kwani camera iko wapi? That one. These things, if you're a CNA and you've just been watching to see if people are successful, please do so. Very soon, I will bring you one of them I know. I told you one of my people is in this process. So I'll bring for you Teresia and Joroge. Hi, ile siku you will know. I've answered you. Don't wait. If you're a CNA, don't wait for the day you will see a CNA here. Just start the process. Just apply. Apply as many times as you can. Message retracted. I don't know why you retracted your message. At what point does MedPro conduct interviews for specific hospitals? Then kama kuna groups za nurses kwa hii journey, kindly connect me. I need motivation. At what point does MedPro conduct interviews? After you're done with everything, after your complete case and you're not on retrogression, they send you. Guys, we are 39 of us. Give the video a like, bana. Even a thumbs up like this. We normally say just a thumbs up. So after you're done with your papers, like after you're done sending all your documents, like you're on complete case, that like the way we had explained up on Beleni, they now give you a chance to apply to do the interview at the hospital that you'll be going to work in now in the US. I'm currently on MedPro and they are the best, but right now it seems they have stopped taking from Kenya right now, period. We don't know when they will be back. Some friends have been sent regret messages. I think it's because of the retrogression. Maybe that's the reason. But once they start, please, even if you're a CNA, don't wait for people to start coming for you to believe. Don't be like Thomas, for you to see the thumbs, whatever, and then you think that it's true. Apana, just try now. Just do it now. Hello, Zippy. Ukipata NCLEX is the process long. Niko UK. Can I look for a job solo then? Huh? Let me put my laptop in the charge. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Ati hello Zippy, for nurse ukipita NCLEX is the process long. Niko UK, can I look for a job solo than going for an agency? Yeah, if you can get direct hire, the better, because after NCLEX, like yesterday we were live on TikTok and people were just expressing their frustrations. After NCLEX, you really wait, especially when there is retrogression. There is these stories za huyu jama mwingine wa sitakangi kuongea mambo ya politics mimi, but it can take long. So if you can look for a job as an independent, like as a direct hire, then well and good. Also, quick question, I work in ICU. To get ILS, do I do it ukifika US ama you can do it online? Can you write for me what is ILS in full? Ndio nisikujibu hapo kitu yenye haiko. Guys, we didn't have much to say, and I think we've interacted enough. See, we can end the live. It's 2:27. I have like more than 30 minutes to go and pick the kids. Immediate life support. Oh, immediate life support. Is it advanced life support? Where? Kinyozi ajinyoi. I don't know what's that, Mwash. Is it advanced life support or it's something different? Similar. Oh, you can do it online then. Because even for us, we did our ACLS online. I think you can do it online as long as you see. Is it under American Heart Association or something? If it is, you can do it online. They normally give you, like for me, we did it online when we were in Florida, and it's the same thing that I'm using right now. Like you do it, I don't want to say online. You can do it from where you are, but they will give you advanced life support is more advanced than ILS. Yes, it's an American association. Oh, okay. Now I get you. Where every day. So I told you guys we are learning, all of us. You see, now I've learned something. I didn't know about ELS. ILS. Ama najua nikasahau. I don't know. I didn't know. CNAs tuko wengi. We have a WhatsApp group. I'll send you the link for the CNA. I'll send you the link for CNAs. They join. Miss Imani, I'll send you the link for CNAs they join. Oh. Okay, sawa basi. Thank you guys. I think we don't have much to say. Watch and mimi end live. Can I end the live now, guys? It's like we don't have so much. Yani, we are just 37 people and you can't give me a like. You can't give me a like, guys. You can motivate your sister here. Just a like, a thumbs up. Don't leave without leaving a like. Niwaambie changu anasema punishment iko huko kwa barabara. Zippy kuna groups are arranged in the process. Yes, there are so many. Pole. Miss Imani and Imani, you guys are similar. You look alike. You look each other. I don't know. Miss Imani, I thought it's Imani. Sorry. There are so many nurses groups as a WhatsApp. Like I told you the other time, we used to have WhatsApp group discussions. Now the bad thing is I can't send a link on YouTube. That's the worst thing. My WhatsApp, the Kenyan line, currently it's in Kenya. I had sent it home for it to be done some things with someone. So when it comes back, guys, if you send Miss Imani, look for my number, the Kenyan line, and send me a message. I'll look for that thing and send you that link and send you on your WhatsApp. But even if you send me right now, I don't have the phone right now, so I may not be able to answer you. Maybe probably on Saturday or Sunday. As from next week, I'll be able to answer you. Only Mawera, jina kubwa. Hello, my friend. Niaje? Please don't forget my request, Zippy. Have a blessed day. Guys, I'm getting old. SCMK, I will check it. Send me a message as well so that I get to understand. Aki. I'm sorry. Mawera, how are you? Long time. Anyway, guys, it seems we don't have questions. I think we can end the live. Niko poa na kumiss mtu wangu. Nimekumiss pia. Hujanipigia. Wewe unafanya nianze kuongea Kiswahili hapa alafu watu watanikujia. Unaongea Kiswahili. Na unajua vile nimejitolea kuongea Kizungu. Wewe Mawera wewe. You're making me talk Oswahili and people don't want me to use Oswahili. I have a question. Ask. By the way, yesterday I found a whole house. I'm going to shoot that video and show you. I found, Mawera, you're the one who wanted those things to have that they throw away. Guy, imagine in our trash can, everything, from a bed, from a coffee table, from inaitwa kabati ama inaitwa nini, those things that you put vyombos, like everything on the trash can. So Mawera, the only thing that was not there is the green. I said I picked for you a green card was not there. I would have collected it for you, like a whole house. Kama unaanza maisha hapo ungechukua kila kitu. If I didn't have anything, I would have picked everything and brought it to my house. When will you make me climb? Climb today. Climb the aeroplane today. Climb now. Anyway, guys, Mawera, where? You will start making me start burning here. I don't want to burn. I'm a good girl. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Actually, I don't take it for granted. And when you don't see me online, just know Zippy is tired. I am tired. I am tired. Like when I came from night on Saturday. Hey, you see, let me tell you something. Now, wacha nianze sasa niingie story tell. Story come. I told you to collect for me an iPhone. I will try and look for one. Now, when hurricane happened, we lost water. Like you see, the hospital, I told you the hospital is in Asheville town. Sasa sahi ni story. It's not like I'm serious. We are just chatting. We lost water in our hospital because I told you guys the hospital is in Asheville, and Asheville was the most hit one by the hurricane and stuff. So like the water source ni kama ile ya maji naitangwa aje ya Kenya. Like the main source of water was carried away. Like we don't have a source of water. So the hospital was also affected, like it doesn't have water through the pipes and all that. So where I work in a sister hospital from the main hospital, like the main, it's like Kenyatta hospital with the Kenyatta ile ya Korogosho, like the Korogosho branch. So I'm in the Korogosho branch. Now it was affected in such a way that we had to be redeployed in the main hospital. Let me tell you, kama uangeve. Hey, the walking that we did that night, that place is busy. Na sitaki kusema haina kizungu juu mtaenda kusema nilisema na kizungu. Hizo hospitali za HCA. We. I used to say I can't buy a shoe which is anga sijui 10,000. I'm looking for that shoe. Mnichangie ninunue kiatu inakaa Mercedes. Because I saw people, they have shoes. You think those shoes are the ones walking. It's not them walking. So they don't get tired. They just walk and walk and walk. I'm your friends of Mawira. Mawira, Marwa. Hi, Marwa. Huh? Hi, Marwa. Hi, Mawira. Mawira is not, Marwa is not here. It's Mawira. So, like, I will also look for that shoe that people say it's expensive. I'm going to look for it because the walking that we walked that night, I thought that the other branch, that Korogosho branch, was busy. This one, I slept on Sunday entirely. I think I needed somebody to turn me. Like, you need those Hoya hoisting. Like, guy, wow, man. And somebody asks you that you're not getting tired there. Did you get tired? You get tired. It's busy, by the way. Especially hizo hospitali za HCA. Na don't come for me when I say in Kiswahili. Nasema hizo hospitali zenye ni za HCA. We mwenye unakuja hapa angalia namaanisha nini? Anyway, it was just a by the way. I didn't mean to trauma or something. It's busy. Guy, more than. It's very busy. Anyway, guys, Zippy, I would wish to attend my embassy interview with the dependents and they follow after a month. Is it possible? Yes. You need a company. That is for a company. The follow to join is the one that they normally come maybe after a year. You don't attend the interview with them. But the one you attend the interview with them, they can even come after a week if you have a place to host them. That is okay. But don't put your people, guys. You see the way retrogression has hit you people who are waiting. So don't put your people on follow to join. It might even hit them harder. So don't put them on follow to join. I can never be afraid of buying any shoe as long as it's going in my feet. Where me, I've been telling myself, Aki siwezi buy kiatu ya agiri komi. I can't. Hey, right now I'm going to get it. Because let me tell you, you need a shoe. Hi, ja. I walked back, I was like, hey, what are these? Am I really doing the right thing? I don't know. But anyway, we gotta do what we gotta do. Anyway, I'm not trying to say that it's a bad place, but it's busy. You just have to embrace it. You just have to embrace that. Just embrace that the fact that it's busy, like it's busy. You gotta work until you're like, where am I in the right profession? Guys, kila mtu ambaye ako hapa, like if you're here and you've not given a video a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up and then we wrap up. And I'm wrapping up by saying thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the sharing. Thank you for the everything that you do. I see you guys are very loyal. Asanteni sana. Mawera, I'll talk to you baadaye. I'm representing Marwa. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. Let me end the live. Niwashie hotspot. I will. Thanks, Zippy. Keep safe. Right now, it's better. Like, but guys, did you see that even it hit Hurricane Milton hit Florida, and it was bad. This country, I think it's not predictable, so don't get afraid that you're not coming. Na tulisema everything is a risk. Even living, like wherever you're seated right now watching me, it's a risk. Kitu naweza kuja tu na ipite na wewe, so don't get scared. Some people have been telling me, hey, I'm not coming to North Carolina because of the hurricane. Oh, I'm gonna stay here with those hurricanes. Even the people in Florida, yao ilikuwa mbaya. It was worse. Yeah, Florida was worse. Where. And they're still surviving. So we shall survive. Kujeni tufanye kazi. Kujeni tupigwe na upepo sisi wote. Like now it's cold. In the morning it was very cold. Right now it's sunny and windy. Jioni tena it will be freezing cold. Anyway, be safe mtu wangu. We love you. I love you. Good to see you pushing on. Thank you so much, Mawira Marua. I will always be here at Zippy for you. Thank you, Sana SEMK. God bless you too. Sasa, wacha ni end live. Let me end the live because I need to go and get the kids from school. Guys, simuache hata ile kitu inafanyanga hivi jamani. Did you see even another lady from Kenya on TikTok? A granny telling people, pat, guys. Pat the screen. Just patting, and you're here. Many of you are just, imagine you're just looking at me like this. I'm not talking about you. You're just looking at me like this, and you're not even patting the screen like this. And you're not tapping, and you're not doing like this. And I'm just talking to myself. This whole house, I'm just alone, and I'm with 33 people here. And they're not. At you're funny. I am funny. I like joking, but I'm saying nichukulia vitu serious. Sometimes I make a serious face, and sometimes I just go like this. So don't take it serious. Hata nikisema kitu mbaya. Like that time I said that punishment yenyu iko na huko Thika Road. Somebody sent me a DM. They were like, Zippy, how do you? I'm like, yo, chill, man. I was not serious. I was joking. What kind of punishment is along Thika Road to come and hit you? I was joking. So even you're here and you're not patting the screen. You're not tapping. You're not gifting. Gift, guys. Gift. Yes, your punishment. Anyway, bye. In this life, you have to be silly sometimes for you to enjoy life, man. Because sometimes it gets crazy, and you're like, "What are these?" I'm serious now. Bye, guys. End live.